Oh, wow.
Hey everyone, I'm Steph, Chris is behind the camera, and we are in Vietnam. This is a country we've been to many times before, but we keep coming back because we honestly just love it so much. The cool thing about Vietnamese cuisine is that it changes so much as you go from the north to the south. So this time we're here, we are going on a full-on Vietnamese food tour of the whole entire country, kicking it all off here in central Vietnam in Da Nang. Are you guys ready for this delicious food tour coming up or what? Come on, let's get eating.
Đây. Oh yeah.
We are here for breakfast for the most popular dish here in Da Nang and central Vietnam, mì Quảng. Now, the first thing I have to say is Vietnamese food is always just so beautiful. The setup here we have with this incredible bowl of noodles, the greens, the peppers, limes, and everything. There's just so much color. It's just incredible. But I just need to tell you about these noodles. So these noodles here, it's a flat rice noodle. We got it covered with chicken, which is one of the most popular. And on top, we've got peanuts, some greens, and egg on the side. And what makes this dish so special is that sauce, that gravy broth that he pours on top, which is a turmeric sauce. The turmeric that's in the broth here, it makes it all just so yellow. That just looks incredible, and this smells so good. There's nothing I love more than a wet, dry noodle like this. So let's just have our first bite of the day, first bite here in Vietnam. Look at these noodles. Oh my God, they're so fat. Look at that. All right. Oh my gosh. The first thing you can taste is just how fragrant and aromatic that broth is there. The flavor of the noodles is just so nice and rich. You can really taste the savoriness of the sauce with the fish sauce, garlic in there as well, and those peanuts and the green onions on top there. So good. A lot of the soups and the noodles come with these beautiful fresh greens. So we've got like lettuce, there's even some like mint, it looks like there, sometimes cilantro, basil. So just got to add a little bit of everything. Oh, so fresh. And what makes mì Quảng so special as well, like it wasn't special enough already, is this roasted, toasted sesame rice paper. Look at that. It's massive. So gotta break some off here and add it in. You know what? I'm gonna mix first before I add in because I feel like I might make a mess of this. Get all those fresh veggies in. And there are some massive, massive chunks of chicken in here too. And it's like a dark meat. It looks like a lot of it, which I love. It's always better, I think, to have dark meat than white meat with your chicken. Okay, let's add some of these in to soak up that broth a little bit. Okay. Now we're talking. Oh my gosh. These noodles are so big and fat too. Just look at the size of these things. Oh wow, the addition of those with the lime as well gives it such an extra freshness. That's incredible. The star has to be this chicken too. Like I said, look how huge these chunks are. It's so tender and juicy and has just really absorbed the flavor of the broth there with the turmeric. Oh my gosh. Ngon Hoa. Oh, so delicious.
Yeah.
Ngon Hoa. Everything together too. Come on. Just got one of these little toasted sesame guys here. Oh, okay. Really soaks up the flavor of the broth there. Wow, this is incredible. And now, like, even bigger of a bowl than it was before. Can't forget our massive egg here.
So yellow.
Oh yeah. That egg and just the noodles, everything just soaks up that sauce. And because it's actually boiled with the chicken, it gives it such a rich, almost fatty taste and flavor to it. I have to say, this is definitely quite unique. It has such a rich, strong flavor, quite different than other Vietnamese noodles, especially because it's kind of like a dry noodle. It's not a soup or anything like that. If this is the start of our Vietnam food adventure, then we are gonna be in for a treat.
So it's rainy season here in Vietnam, as you can tell, which means that a typhoon can hit at any second of the day, and then the next second, the sun could come out. But the food tour must go on. And we are here at our next stop to try another popular Da Nang dish, Bún Chả Cá. This is gonna be good.
Okay.
We have our delicious bowl of Bún Chả Cá here, which is a fish cake rice noodle soup. This looks amazing. You can see the red color of the broth there. This just smells and looks rich and delicious. Now, the broth is made up of stewed fish bones, bamboo shoots, pineapple, pumpkin, and what gives it that red color is tomato as well. So I think it's gonna have a tomato flavor, but we got the special one here with crab fish cakes. So this is gonna be good. They actually have 7 different kinds of Bún Chả Cá to choose from, but oh man, and look at this. Look at these rice noodles here. Wow, so light. Look at that. Okay, I'm just gonna get a nice taste of the broth first because this just looks so good. Ooh, oh wow. Oh, that is deliciously sweet. You really taste the sweetness from those tomatoes and the pineapple, and that's really what brings this broth together. That sweetness that adds that depth to the broth flavor is the addition of those sweet items. Let's get a nice big bite with the fish cake here, and you can see the fish cakes are actually pretty big slices and pieces as well there, and our special crab fish cake there looks so soft. Okay, let's try out the fish cake here. This place is famous for their Bún Chả Cá here, so let's have a bite. Yeah, those noodles are so delicious, cooked perfectly, and just soaking up that sweet broth. So good, but the fish cake is nice and condensed and packed. It has a really nice flavor of fish, but not like overpoweringly fishy taste. This is a yummy bowl of noodles, and it is actually so packed. We actually have 3 different kinds of fish cakes here. Look at these. This is the special crab fish cake. Again, it looks so soft. Let's give it a bite. It just like falls apart in my mouth. Oh man. Oh, it's like crab roe on the inside of there. That is really good. Mushy and soft. You don't even have to chew, but that just tastes so much like crab. Wow, that adds so much flavor to the noodles. We have a bunch of fresh veggies to put in here as well. A little lime in there. I love just how you can add the freshness of these veggies into it. It adds that nice crunch and just fresh flavor to the noodle soup. We also have a jar of pickled onions and carrots, it looks like, in here. Let's get a little bit of that in there. So fresh. Bún chả is actually a very popular dish all around Vietnam, but here in Da Nang, bún chả cá, which is the fish version of this soup, is the most popular because being so close to the sea, right on the water, all the fish is so fresh here in this city, which brings us to this. Now this is a shrimp paste, which we're supposed to put a little bit in, I think, because it's quite salty, but oh, wow, that is a strong smell of shrimp. Look how thick this shrimp paste is. Oh my goodness. Let's just put a tiny, tiny drop in. I can really smell that shrimp paste now in this soup broth. Oh, it's like overpoweringly shrimpy now. Okay, let's have our enhanced version of our bún chả cá here. Definitely a bit saltier. Has a very strong shrimp flavor now. But actually really nice with that shrimp paste. And there's that third type of fish cake. It's almost like a fried fish cake. Ooh, that's spicy. Ooh, that's good. Oh. Now the broth is a combination of like sour, sweet, and savory, salty from that shrimp paste. This is amazing. I love how densely packed these fish cakes are. They're just so solid and thick, and they have huge balls of the fish paste that they make the fish cakes from. The broth, really, really rich and almost creamy from that crab roe. Ooh, and I almost forgot our big piece of pumpkin there. Oh. Really soft and different to be in a bowl of soup, to be honest, because it's usually those crunchy veggies, but having the soft pumpkin, truly a unique and special dish here in Da Nang.
All right, I think it's coffee time now, and something Vietnam is known for is their coffee. So I'm pretty sure it's always coffee time in Vietnam. We had to come to the oldest coffee shop here in Da Nang to try their coffee. Now, this place has been around since the 1980s. And it started off as like a little family-run shop that's now become pretty big, but like I feel like that's where you gotta go to try like some of the best things sometimes.
Definitely,
right?
the classic shops with classic Vietnamese coffee.
Yes, so we have two different kinds. So the one I got is Cafe Den. So we've got the filter coffee, so this is the fin. So they put the coffee in the water in the top and then you just watch it drip down. So mine is Cafe Den, so that's black, and I got it hot.
So cool.
With a hot tea. Yeah, what do you got there?
I have a Cafe Suda, so that means I have a cold coffee, but mine is with milk, so it's condensed milk at the bottom, you can see there, and mine is still dripping. You can see it's so cool how the filter coffee is here, and it makes such a black, strong coffee. Oh, still dripping, still so
yours
much
is a
water
slow
in there.
one, and I feel like mine's done dripping already.
Mine is definitely a slow dripper, and I got mine with a cold tea, and they give you a bowl of ice to put into your cup afterwards to make your nice cold coffee. So.
And I love how with all the coffees in Vietnam, you get a tea to go with it, but depending on what you order, depends what you get. So like I ordered a hot coffee, so I got a hot tea, yours is cold coffee, you got a cold tea.
Yeah, that's one thing that's really cool about here in Vietnam is that no matter what, you always get a free tea on the side of your coffee.
Yeah.
So 2 drinks for the price of 1.
Not bad, not bad. So I guess we'll wait a minute for
Yeah,
yours
I'm
to
just
finish
gonna
dripping, and then
sit here and
we'll finish things off. And try them.
Took a while, but now we have our full cup of black coffee there, and mine has that condensed milk again.
Look, you can see all the coffee grounds in there. It's so rich.
Wow, it's such a strong coffee smell because the beans are just right there. And I have ice in mine, but before I put the ice in, I must mix my condensed milk in. Let's give her a good mix, and you can see it changing color there.
It's such a like thick, velvety look to it, I find.
Yeah.
Vietnamese coffee does.
Okay, now we must put our ice. You can see the massive ice cubes here. You have to have enough ice because here in Vietnam, they fill the glasses up with the ice to ensure that you have a very nice cold cup of coffee all the time when you order the Cafe Suda, which is the ice one. So, oh, look at that. All right,
Still pretty dark, actually.
so dark, but this looks amazing. Been waiting for this coffee all day.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try mine straight black and just look at how black that is. Oh my gosh. I'm probably gonna need a bit of sugar, but like you just gotta try it as it is first. Okay,
Let's do it.
cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Whoa. Okay, I have to say the black with no sugar definitely has a bitterness to it, but honestly, not as crazy as some other coffees I've had. It's just like super bold, I find, and very robust in terms of its flavors, like super rich and almost chocolatey.
That's Vietnamese coffee for you, for sure. Even though this one has the condensed milk in it, it is still so bitter and strong, which I love, because like, you don't want to be overpowered with the milk and the sweetness, but just that little tiny bit of condensed milk really makes a difference and just makes it just that slight little bit sweet, but you can really taste that coffee flavor still. All right, let's switch that up.
Yeah.
But first, that's why they give you a nice tea, so you can sip on the tea first. Ooh. It's fun having the hot and the cold,
Yeah,
eh?
that's nice. It's like a jasmine tea, actually. That's really nice.
Okay,
Okay.
let's try this pure black Vietnamese coffee.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
strong. That's how I like it.
I was gonna say, yeah, I know you like those ones. I have to say, yeah, with just that little bit of condensed milk, just adds a little bit of sweetness to it, and again, makes it just super rich.
Yeah.
So tasty.
Such a difference though with just that little bit, but it's so nice to come to places like here, like Cafe Long,
Yeah.
which has been around again since 1980, so there's so much history here. Again, there's so many people just sitting here having coffee.
Yeah, it's a super just like chill
enjoying
place.
their lives, you know, they're on their phones, they're reading books, like having their coffee, having their tea.
Yeah, it's very local. Like the only thing on the menu is coffee
That's
and
all.
tea.
That's
it.
all
There's
you have.
no food or anything like that. And I mean, coffee culture in general in Vietnam is huge. All of the coffee beans are actually grown here locally within the country.
I think in Dalat, right?
Yeah. So it makes sense that you can just find it all over the country. I just love it.
And like, it's not just these big coffee shops. You can find coffee in little coffee shops, like down little alleys. On most restaurant menus, there's cafe and Cafe Suda, so you can get your coffee fix at all times of the day. So I think we're gonna have a lot of coffee while we're here in Vietnam.
I think we will. It's a little dangerous, to be honest.
Very dangerous, but I think I'd have to say that I like the Cafe Suda because that little bit of condensed milk really just changes the flavor of the coffee and just makes it really balanced.
Yeah. And the
perfect.
ice too. I like the cold coffee as well, but
True, because it is hot here in Da Nang today, so, and rainy.
yeah,
But
I was gonna say, and rainy, so that's why the hot kind of goes well with it too. It's like a nice balance, just
Yeah.
like the coffee itself.
but this coffee break, amazing.
Necessary.
Wow. Come on.
We're here in one of the local markets in Da Nang for a very local Da Nang favorite, Kem Ba. Now this is pretty much it's not even an avocado smoothie, it's just blended avocado with coconut ice cream and coconut chips on top. Look at that. This is the perfect treat in a hot city like Da Nang that's just super refreshing. And this place actually here in the market has been around for 20 years. So it's definitely the place that you want to come to try such a classic Da Nang dish. And oh my gosh, I can't get over how massive these chunks of coconut are on top there. Just look at that. Oh my God, it's so cold. It's like steaming. All right, this looks so good. Oh my gosh. That coconut ice cream is so milky, creamy. Such a strong taste of coconut, and especially those coconut chips on top. Oh man. Gives it such a fresh, refreshing flavor. And it's interesting actually here in Vietnam because they do avocado as like a dessert with sweet foods, which we're totally down for because we love avocado. Look at that thick avocado there on the bottom. Okay, that avocado is so rich and thick, and you can tell it's a nice, ripe avocado. That honestly goes perfect with the sweetness of the coconut ice cream. And I think actually what's so nice is that both of them are mild yet sometimes bold flavors, so they kind of totally work well together. That's like next level creamy, rich fattiness with the avocado and the coconut there. Oh my gosh, you can see, it's actually gotten even busier since we sat down. This is definitely a very popular local place to try Kembo. You can get it all over the city, but this is one of, if not the best place to get it, I would say. Oh my God. Oh, that is so, so good. Oh, I'm like speechless. This is incredible. Nanwa. Oh, nanwa. So good.
Chocolate mix.
Mix? Ah, okay.
No.
So you gotta do mix it up. Mix.
Right.
Getting lessons from the locals.
Perfect. Come on. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we've got that green avocado up there. This is just on another level. I love this. I have to say, I do love avocado in sweet things because it's not really sweet itself, so it just works so well, and especially with the coconut, this is just a match made in heaven here. This is so good. Now we're gonna go for a popular Da Nang street food snack. This is gonna be yummy. here we have our massive feast of Banjang Kep. So we came here looking to get a plate of 3 different ones to try, but I have no idea what happened when we ordered, if they just come in orders of 3 or 4, no clue, but we got an absolute feast here. The one that we wanted to try the most, that just looks the most beautiful, I would have to say, is this one here. Just look at this with those quail eggs on top. So what we have is nice thin rice paper that is grilled up on charcoal. So just look how crispy that is. I think it's gonna be nice and smoky. This one is a plain one, I believe. So we've got green onions and fried shallots on top as well, but I'm just gonna go straight for it. Okay, here we go. It's like a little pizza. Oh wow. The taste of that rice paper, look at those eggs in there. It's so tasty. It has such a nice smoky flavor of the charcoal, but the onions actually give it a nice sweetness too. Okay, I need to get it on this egg. Oh, with that quail egg, and such a nice richness to it. Just look at that yolk of that quail eggs. Quail eggs are always just so rich and tasty. Oh my gosh. For something so simple with very little ingredients, honestly, this packs a punch of flavor. Okay, what's next? Let's try the beef one. I'm actually not sure which is the beef one. There are a lot of unknowns going on here, but isn't that the fun of traveling and trying different foods and just ordering random things off a menu because you have no idea what it is? Yes. Okay, let's get a nice dip in this sauce. Ooh, that's quite liquidy, but looks a little spicy. Oh, that smells spicy. Look at that. Okay. Oh, interesting. So, I don't know if it's the sauce or this, but it actually has a bit of like a fishy taste to it. I'm gonna say it's a sauce. It must be like a spicy fish sauce. You can see the egg on this one is cooked through, but honestly, I still don't know if this is the beef one. There's not a very strong flavor of beef to it. All right, let's see what's inside of this one. Oh, it's really sticky. Look at that. Oh, so I feel like this one might be a bit fishy because it might be like a dried shrimp or maybe even a dried squid. It's super orange. Look at that. Okay, this little guy definitely smells like a spiced beef. Oh, that smells really, really nice. Let's just look inside of here. Oh yeah, look at that beef, the green onions. Oh, that actually smells so good. Okay, I just want to try it on its own first. Oh, okay. That has a nice amount of spices in there. Such a good flavor. Almost has actually like a 5-spice flavor to it. This is really nice. This actually might be my favorite so far. Super tasty. Let's try. Ooh. Okay, this smells like a very pungent fishy sauce. So I'm just gonna get a little dip on that one there. Look at that though. Okay. That is definitely a strong, pungent, fishy sauce. I'd have to say though, I think I might like these guys on their own because they're just so full of flavor as they are. Nanwa. So delicious. Nanwa, nanwa. Come on. This one. Very nice. These are super, super tasty. And they're so nice and friendly here. I love it. Okay, last one to try. This one looks so good. This is the one with pate. So she spread pate all over it and then covered it again with the fried shallots, the green onion, and of course that delicious looking quail egg in the center. Just look at that. I love the colors. I do love pate. Oh, and this smells so good. I love how crispy these guys are. All right. Oh my gosh, that pate is insane. So meaty and bursting with flavor. Just look how much pate is in there. Got the nice rich egg with it too. Oh my gosh, this one is insanely delicious. Okay, this might be my favorite now. I have to say, I really love this Banjang Kep. Not only is it a great little street food snack, but there's so much variety. I mean, we only got a few things off the menu, but the menu is actually huge in terms of how many different ones you can get. And this place especially is such a great little local spot. It's quite a gem. People are super friendly. They've been so nice to us. And I just love that they cook these on the charcoal as well. It gives it such a nice smoky flavor and crispiness. And okay, as much as I love that creamy pate one, there's something about this plain one with the double yolk that just does it for me. I mean, look at that. This is street food perfection.
It's nighttime now, and here in Vietnam, the cities come alive when the sun goes down, and here in Da Nang, it's no different. So up next, we are going to try one of the most popular, if not the most popular food in the country, and even the world, banh mi. This is gonna be good. Xin chào. Hello. Oh, look at all of that pork liver pate. So much pork liver pate, look at that.
Đúng rồi. Cố gắng lên Trà.
Chậm thôi.
Múa vô.
Chậm thôi, không múa, chậm thôi.
Chặt thì chan nước đi nè, được slow mo.
Come on. Em ơi, thêm một thực phẩm nữa đi. Bắt nữa. We have our banh mi here, and if you don't know, banh mi is a Vietnamese sandwich. So, woohoo, look at this amazingly delicious looking sandwich. So, what we love about banh mi is its affordability. It is one of the most affordable Vietnamese foods that you can find in all of the country. And the best part is they are super diverse. So you can see banh mi being sold all over the place, on the side of the street like here, in restaurants, but every banh mi is different. All the toppings are different, so everyone does a different banh mi. But the one we got here is a thap cam, which means a mixed banh mi. So you can see there, oh, it is absolutely stuffed. We have all of the Vietnamese sausage, the Vietnamese meat there, almost like Vietnamese bologna, they call it. We have the cucumber. They spread butter on the bun, as well as pate, which is very special. And this banh mi shop gave us this little, looks like a crispy wonton skin with some shrimp inside. So that is special. We've never had a banh mi like that before. But again, super, super crusty, The bread, oh my gosh, they toast it. It looks so fresh. Let's have our first bite. That is absolutely delicious. Did you hear how crispy and crunchy that bun is? This is probably the freshest banh mi bun that we've ever had. Oh, and I also forgot that there's cilantro on the bottom as well, which is another signature banh mi topping, but wow, just all the ingredients, the meat, this one is so meaty. The crunchy cucumber, the crispy bread, the pate, the meatiness of the pate. One of the best sandwiches that you will ever taste in your entire life. And this one, so crusty, wow. Another thing I forgot to mention is that every banh mi has like a different banh mi sauce. So this one has almost like a chili spicy sauce as well as a banh mi soy sauce on there too, which gives it like a nice saltiness and a bit of a kick from the chili sauce. But oh man, I can't believe just how packed this one is. Like you can just see the meat is just falling out. There's like 3 or 4 different types of the Vietnamese bologna sausage here. So we have that one. We got this nice, like, looks like a ham with that nice fatty rind on the top too. We have like a darker one here. So like this banh mi is honestly completely packed and stuffed. And you hear just how crispy that is? What makes banh mi is the bread, which is influenced from a French baguette, but the Vietnamese version is made with rice flour and wheat flour, so it just makes it super fluffy and crispy and airy and just really, really crunchy and soft as well on the inside. And interestingly enough, banh mi actually refers to the bread. So you can have banh mi and then the second word is whatever you get inside. So we got banh mi thap cam, which means mixed, but you can get banh mi ga, which is banh mi chicken. You can get banh mi pork, banh mi beef. You can get all the types of banh mi, but the bread is really the special part. And again, just so crispy. And I love the addition of just the cilantro and the cucumber. It just makes it so fresh and crunchy too. Again, this is the best bun we've ever had. I love how this banh mi here has those signature banh mi ingredients like the cilantro, the cucumber, that delicious butter, and of course that meaty pate that you have to have in a banh mi. Freshest bread ever. Jin, non moi. Okay. Non moi. Oh, best banh mi. The best banh mi here in Da Nang, I swear. Almost forgot. We have a special coffee here to go with our banh mi. So this is Cafe Mui, which is a salt coffee. Now you can see on the top, what makes this coffee special is this thick layer of salt foam. You can see there, I think there's powdered chocolate on the top too, but just look how thick that foam is. And we have a cafe soda, so just a milk coffee on the bottom, but look at that. All right. That is salty, salty, creamy goodness. That salt foam is so yummy. And this is kind of like a new age coffee. It's gotten popular over the past several years around Vietnam with the younger generation because it's almost the same price, if not the same price as a cafe soda, but you get this delicious salt foam on the top. Okay, let's have a sip of the coffee. Oh, like earlier today, that coffee is nice and strong, but sweet as well with the condensed milk. And I think we're supposed to mix the salt foam in as well. Let's give it a nice mix. Again, so thick. This is decadent and like a dessert, to be honest. I take this foam over like whipped cream any day. Ooh, wow. So when you mix in that foam, it actually makes the coffee a lot sweeter. It almost tastes like a salted caramel, like that's the flavor you get, like that salty hint, but also it enhances the sweetness of the coffee. I love this salt foam though. Goes perfect with the banh mi. Like I was saying earlier, there is a ton of banh mi all around the city, but this one here at Banh Mi Jeng has to be the best banh mi in the city. Their bread is incredibly crispy, the most unreal banh mi bread again that we've ever had. Definitely come here for their banh mi Phap Cam, all of the different banh mis, the Cafe Moi. You won't regret it. All right guys, that's a wrap on our first video here in Vietnam. Thank you all so much for watching. We are so excited to be here in this country and explore all of the food that this country has to offer. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for our entire Vietnam food series to come. We're hungry to travel, and we'll see you next meal.